Hello again. We are back with some Dominion League action after a long hiatus. This is season 50 in the D division. And let's look at this first kingdom. So immediately I notice stonemason. Front and center, there's stonemason. And there are a couple ideas when thinking about stonemason. First of all, it's the king of piles. It'll empty piles quickly. It'll gain from piles quickly. Also, overpaying on this board is made easier with this cursed goal, and you have it from your opening hand. So here, for instance, and I consider this, I can open with stonemason 2/4s, armory, caravan, for example. However, I didn't want to go that way yet. Eventually, I will. But right now, my plan is to get the deck as thin as possible so that later I can make more elegant stonemason plays. Trash and gain things, play them back all on the same turn. This kind of thing is possible on this board with stonemason. There's ample draw, villages, everything is there, and you have the king of piles sitting front and center waiting to be used by a true stonemason, stone master. So I open with the recruiter with an eye out to trashing, and I am going to pair that with another trasher in the raise. So my opponent, JP, opens better than me with a 5/4, goes for armory, and what I expected to be a recruiter here, but is actually a raise. The armory is a great card here. Look at the caravans, look at the blessed villages. Very, very good card here. So on 3 here, I am going to get another raise with a mind to trashing very quickly. Like I said, I don't have to get too much economy, if any at all, because I have the cursed gold. Starting with that on a stonemason board such as this with ample trashing and draw is brilliant. It accelerates the game for you because many times you have to ramp up your treasure first by buying silver or gold, and then you can make nice stonemason overpays for 5 costs or 4 costs. But here, the game gave you the gold, so why not use it? And I believe I can play it a few times and still have the deck under control. I just need to get enough trashers in. And we have ample amounts of trashers on this board. Look, you have recruiter, puka, raise, even the mason will do it for you. So here my opponent goes raise and armory, and they will, I think here they gain a caravan off of this armory. No, they gain our blessed village, my apologies, and they get a card, which is a nice boon to get. You could take it now or you could wait until next turn. So here I think they also hesitate on playing the cursed goal for another turn. Let's skip we don't have to skip ahead. So just our border guard. I think there the hesitation was on the cursed goal for my opponent, so they're playing curse less and I'm playing with curses. I will play this. Absolutely going to play this cursed goal because I can get a 5 cost, a puka. So now I have 4 trashers, and I think that's enough. Now I can start to build, add cards like armories, caravans, blessed villages, and move on from there. Fortunately, I see the puka in my starting hand here, so that's good news for me. Caravan for my opponent and a silver. Silver is fine, like I said. Stonemason is there. You want to overpay, and they are showing the hesitation with regard to the cursed goal. So this is a great draw for me. Trashed 3 cards out the deck and still have enough money to pick up the armory. Great card in this game, really. Caravan, stacks of caravans, stacks of blessed villages. Great things to gain here. And with the villagers that I have in play, on this hand for example, I can gain a caravan, then use the raise to trash the estate to pick up the caravan, put it in play immediately. Another benefit of getting the recruiter. I don't opt to do that. I did think about it, but I decided not to do that. I would rather top deck either a caravan or a blessed village. Here the blessed village is because I know the puka is in the back coming up in those cards, and I don't really want to burn out my villagers here. The raise and the recruiter are competing for estate trashing, so I won't get that many villagers. And I would like to save 1 or 2 just for a rainy day, you know, a day when the puka comes up without any villagers, for example. So here I could play the cursed gold, but there's no great overpay, and I don't want any more fives. I have a recruiter, a puka. I feel that's enough. Library is a consideration, but I decided just to not play it, pick up the border guard instead to help cycle, to help me see my trashing more quickly and get me into that place where I can make great, elegant, skilled stonemason plays. Puka for my opponent finally here. So they didn't play the cursed gold for a couple shuffles. Now with the silver, they are able to get up to 5 and pick up a puka. But by now, look at the position I am in here. I am seeing almost all of my deck. I can see all of my deck if I want to. And I have an armory to gain, and I still have the cursed gold. So I feel like at this point, I'm in a very good position. I have many options available to me even with this hand, and it's only going to grow from here. So again, I can top deck a caravan, put it in play, or I can just top deck the caravan, leave it there for the next turn. Here I'm thinking about how much money I have, and I think I do have enough copper left to go for one overpay on the stonemason. So here this raise will trash itself to pick up a copper, I believe. Actually, I don't even have to do that, so I'll save the raise so I can trash it another time. Not going to trash any more copper here. 6 is a great place to be for stonemason overpays, and here we go. This is the position we wanted from the start, and we got there. We're going to go for one caravan for draw and another blessed village, not for anything really other than to shore up the action pool. I just have one villager, and also maybe to fish for a helpful boon. I'll take a silver or gain any day. And notice 7 turns have passed and I was able to do all of that, construct all of that. So that cursed goal opening really accelerates you here. Without that, you have to spend 1 or 2 turns buying treasure. You get to the same place, but a little bit slower. So here, the raisers get trashed to look for better cards. I think now they've outlived their usefulness. Our recruiter is gonna clean up that curse, and we are looking good here. We're looking very good here. Not just on my side of the board, but with respect to my opponent. I think I've trashed a lot more, and I have a lot more control over the deck, and I have the same armory they have, and I have a stonemason now too. So here again, many options, and we could pause the video at many points in time here and think and analyze, but I'll just walk you through what I was thinking at the time or what I eventually decided on doing. So here, what I am going to do is top deck a card with the armory. Blessed Village, which actually gives me an action, which is helpful for this turn because I was planning to burn that last villager. Now I don't have to. Stonemason will get rid of the cursed gold now. I know it's great for overpaying, but you know what? So is 2 silver for overpaying as well. Unfortunately, there's a silver top decked, so I don't quite see all my treasure, but at the same time, I don't really need to. Still have 6, and I get to preserve my villager. We're going for one more stonemason here. And I think I have enough villages now. That in combination with the recruiter means I'm safe, but I'm still gonna pick up blessed villages. I think that might be a mistake at this point. Probably just going in on the caravans at that point is better, because the puka will run out of copper soon. You saw there I only had 2, so I only get 2 more plays of puka, and I need to compensate for that lack of draw with caravans. It's either that or library, and I'd rather do it with the caravan. You could do it with the library too, but then you need to trash something with the recruiter to get your villagers to make your hand more empty to allow the library. It's more manipulation with the library. Caravan is very simple. Draw a card. Alright, so my opponent here is able to string together quite a big turn, and we'll start skipping ahead a little bit here because the turns do get longer from this point on, and it's really just us thinking about things. And they start on the province, and I noticed they start on the province with 2 silvers and 4 copper. They don't have that much treasure in the deck, and they trash their cursed gold. I noticed that early on with our raise, so I expect them to stall out at some point. If they continue along this path, right? So I feel very comfortable in continuing to buy here. Now it's time for second armory. Definitely, it might have even been time for that earlier, but I get it now, and I am really gonna start hammering these caravans and blessed villages piles. Recruiter is going to trash one of these stonemasons here. I don't know if that is right or not. That might be a mistake. Like I said, stonemason is the key card here, and I just trashed one of the deck. Not a problem, you know. I'll probably buy more stonemasons at some point in time, or I could even gain them with the armories. So here I'm looking short on money, so this armory will be used to gain a silver, I think, if I remember correctly. No, blessed village, never mind. I can't even remember, and I played this game today. So just the blessed village, and I will trash the blessed village to gain silvers. That was the play. That was why I went after the blessed village there, so that I could change it into 2 silvers, so I can find a silver here. So a little convoluted way of getting to silver, but it does give me a chance for a boon, and it does give me an extra silver as well. Anyway, so here is our gold buy, critical gold buy. Stonemason can trash gold to gain duchies, to gain 5 cost, to gain almost anything on the board except for province. So that's a great card to buy, and it also lets me hit province next turn. If I want it, of course, right? But I do need to start thinking about it, because my opponent is pressuring that pile. So I need to make sure I have everything under control. You know, I don't want to let them go too far ahead on the provinces, and then I realize, oh, I can't catch up now. You're too far ahead. What have I been doing with these stonemasons? Woe is me. Alright, so we're going to start skipping ahead here. Armory to gain... what? Still thinking. Okay, so armory gained caravan. Raise will trash itself to pick up the caravan. No, picks up money instead for the second province. So I'm 2 provinces down. Not worried at all. Like I said, stonemason can trash gold for 6 points. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. But I do have to start greening, though, I feel. I do have to start hitting provinces. So I am going to go ahead and start doing that here. The puka is now dry. Means I'm not going to get any draw from it, but it's a nice stonemason target now. Because the puka is dry, I am going to focus on the caravans more now. With the armory. Like I said, arguably I should have been doing that before anyway. But I recognize now that the puka is out of fuel, so the caravans are of more importance than the blessed villages. I have enough of them, and I don't really have that many terminals to play, plus I have villagers. So here, the recruiter goes down. Again, outlived its usefulness. The puka probably will suffer the same fate soon enough once I find it. Next turn, maybe, depends on the shuffle. And this will be a couple of caravans, right? I think I remember this very clearly. A couple of caravans, and I gain a blessed village, which actually gives me a nice boon here. The gain boon. So now I have to start thinking about piles, though. Right? Because, like I said, stonemason is on the board. My opponent has an armory. I have to think, okay, they can gain stonemason with armory. Stonemason can trash to gain 2 cards. Then they can overpay on stonemason to gain 2 more cards. 4 cards can quickly leave our pile, so I don't want to leave a pile out available for my opponent. They are ahead on points, but I am ahead in the deck development, so to speak. Again, I get useful boon here, top deck in a caravan, and going in for the province. Alright, so we have started in the end game now. Well, both of us. My opponent started a couple turns ago, but now I am joining them. So we'll see how I can manage this end game. I have more gains. I have more draw. I have enough money to buy province. So I should be okay. I should be okay to pilot this endgame. So we'll just skip ahead. This is my opponent here, is just drawing cards, getting to the end of the deck. They don't have much to do except for play an armory, so it's just to note what they gained with the armory. And here they actually brick, right? This is what the big thought process was about. They were not able to get to province, but they did gain a blessed village, and that got them a gold, which I wanted the gold, okay? I didn't want them to have the gold. Imagine I had 2 gold. That's 4 duchies potentially. And I didn't even buy anything yet. But, you know, these things happen. Who knows where that boon was, right? That didn't even have to show up. There are 2 left. It could have been one of the 2. No. Here. 2 piles are empty, right? I'm how many points adrift? 9 points adrift, so I need province, duchy, estate plus a pile to go down. And now there are 2 ways that I'm thinking that the game could finish. Stonemason could empty a pile, either itself or one of the 2 piles that are at 7, the border guards or the razors. Or there's another way, and this is where I started to overheat. Another way to end the game, and that is with armories. So I have a lot of draw, right? I can even trash one of my silvers with the puka to draw a lot of cards. So what I can do, armory, top deck armory, draw the armory with some of one of my cards, village for example, play armory, top deck armory, and empty the armory pile with armories themselves, if I have enough draw to do it. So these are the 2 ideas going off in my mind at this point. Can I pile out that way, and can I pile out and win? Here, I don't believe it, because I'm too far behind on points. I'm still looking though, and maybe there is, right? You all are watching better Dominion players than me. If I missed it, please tell me at any point here, because I would like to know, and I will look at it at some point in the future to see if I missed anything here. So a long pause by me on my turn, because I'm thinking about these 2 lines of play. Is it possible to win here? Because really, if it is possible to win, take the win. You know, do not give your opponent a chance to do something on their next turn. It doesn't make any sense to do that. So I do keep the puka around. Again, I'm still entertaining ideas of some form of pile out. Maybe I could have kept the puka to trash with the stonemason to gain 2 more armories, right? And then play 4 armories to gain the last of the armories, draw them back. Again, that is dependent on how much draw I have. So thinking, but in the end here, I decide I don't have the pile out, and I'm not gonna make it any easier for my opponent to pile out from this point. So here I do gain a border guard with the armory. I don't think that makes it any easier for them to pile out. That's not true. It actually does with the stonemason. I just realized that, because there's no difference between the even number and the odd number, but there is a difference between the odd number and the next even number if you're counting down from there. So with 6 border guards, like I leave it here, that's just 1 stonemason to trash, 2 stonemason to trash, 3 stonemasons trash would gain 6 of them, but you would need 4 stonemason trashes to gain 7 of them, is what I'm saying there. Anyways, I decide I can't find the win, or there is no win, or something along those lines. I just buy a province, pass it back to my opponent. That's fine, right? That's completely safe. There's no trouble in that at all. I could just play 1 more turn, maybe even 2 more turns, because like I said, my deck is better. It's thinner, it has more gains in it, more draw. So my opponent, they take their turn here. Again, probably looking for a pilot. And here, they do something. Let's go back a bit. Yeah, stonemason to gain 2 noble brigands. Now, I assume they forgot, or they got confused, or they messed up on the action of the noble brigand to steal treasure. It only works on buy. So gaining them with the masons there don't actually rifle through my deck to find any treasure. They'd have to wait a turn if they want to try and nick my gold or nick one of my silvers. I'm okay if they nick the silver, but not if they take the gold. Alright, I'll be furious. Alright, so here, I'm thinking, alright, I can do it here, right? I can do it. I can do it. I can pile out. Maybe with some stonemason or some many armory tricks, right? Surely it's possible. Surely it's possible. So I'm just going through my deck here. Maybe I already missed it. I don't know. But I'm going through the deck to find the key pieces. The gold is key, I think. Finding enough draw, finding my armories. Those are the key pieces that I need to try and win the game. The stonemason as well, which I think is the last card in the deck. So I spent a great deal of time here, and I'm just going to skip through the turn, because then I'll show you the solution I came up with, right? And when I found it, wow, it was like, you know, lightning, thunder from a clear sky. The idea came to me like that. So let me just fast forward to that point. All right, check it out here. Okay, so we have the winning hand. Can you see it? Can you spot it? Give you a few seconds to try to spot it, or you could pause the video, and I'm gonna start now. Okay, armory. This is it, right? This is the win. This is the win. I must gain something with armory, right? So I have to skip ahead a bit. Yeah. Let me start. Where's the good stuff happening? Good stuff. All right. Okay. I went too fast. Go back. Okay. So here it is. Here's the win. Armory, gain armory. Armory, gain armory. Draw. Armory, pick up. Armory, pick up. Armory, stonemason to get the points. Duchy estate, and then overpay on the stonemason for the last 2 armories. Wait, there are 3 armories. No, stop. No. No. In my first game back, I do this nonsense with stonemasons. I leave a ridiculously easy pile out for my opponent because I calculated wrong. At some point in my calculation, stonemason overpay gained 3 armories instead of 2. And we take game 1 and we just throw it out the window, really. Ceremonial noble brigands to bring about the end of the game here, but it's very easy for my opponent at this point. I can't believe I did that, but I did. This is what happens when you take a long break from the game. Alright, let me just skip to the end here. Because this is the end. My opponent wins this and they go 1-0 up in the match. So I will see you in the next one, and thank you for watching.